it was crazy entertaining work at that particular time.
But it was more so of back and forth, and then once I got tired, then it was like a little, like he picked up a little bit.
We fought twice, yeah, but I sparred him when we was kids. The last time we was in the ring together, I was 16. Yeah.
Fans react as Floyd Mayweather releases sparring film of Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach, as Tank displays his strength and prowess, leading many to question how Roach would defeat him in a real bout. Tank makes it apparent that he is focused on his own path by declaring, "I'm focused on what I'm focused on," highlighting his independence and resolve to leave his own legacy. Dan Davis acknowledges Floyd Mayweather, saying he has already done what he had to do while demonstrating respect.
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I don't fault him for like standing to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So there's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking.
Recalling their bout at the Junior Olympic National Championship when they were both 16, Roach says Tank prevailed. Tank received a 0 in the first round under the computer scoring method, and after the second, it was 2-1.
You know, you've worked with Tank as well, am I right?
We fought twice, yeah, but I sparred him when we was kids. The last time we was in the ring together, I was 16. Yeah.
The same. So speak upon that, because that's the same age that Devin Haney was.
So the last time we fought in the Junior Olympic National Championship, and he won. I think I won. You can go look at me. But it was the point system, like the computer scoring. So,
the amateurs.
So after the first round, it was 1-0 Tank. After the second round, it was 2-1 Tank.
As he was unclear of how to turn the fight around, Roach asked his coach what tournament they were in, and was told it was the Junior Olympic Nationals during the 2012 Olympic trials. He says it's the best competition he has ever been to. His cousin encouraged him to go out and do something amazing.
As far as like what we talking about?
No, the Junior Olympic, the Junior Olympic National Championship. And at the time it was happening when the 2011 Olympic trials was going on. So for the 2012 team.
Okay.
So that was probably the best. No, for me, hands down, is the best tournament I ever been to, because I got to see so many people fight. I'm gonna get to the names later, but back to the fight. After the second round was 2-1. So I'm just like, man, my cousin just like, look, I don't know what to tell you. He like, man, look, you gotta go out there, you gotta do something spectacular. You gotta stop them or something, because they not giving you the points that you deserve. So, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good fight. Obviously the two best made it to the championship. We was on the two different sides of the bracket. We made it to the championship. And Tank has always been a good fighter, bro. Like since a kid. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but he beat me. He got the gold medal. I got silver, and that was that. Back to that Olympic trials tournament, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many names is in that?
Talk to us.
Earl Spence smoked everybody. He smoked everybody to get his spot. Who was in that 152 bracket? I know Emil Mom made it, but you know what's amazing about that? Emil Mom was a 141 pounder.
Pound revealed in a recent interview that he and Tank Davis had met twice during their amateur careers. These early meetings had established a rivalry that would eventually lead to their upcoming professional fight. And Roach's knowledge of Davis's fighting style may be crucial in their upcoming match.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So, we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
Okay. You fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Yeah. So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore, in his hometown. It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. There was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA Boxing, and USA Boxing sent us an at-large bid to go to the nationals.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. And then they put us on two different sides of the bracket, and we met up in the championship.
And he took it again.
Yeah, he won a close fight, and
too close.
I won that one too.
Many boxing fans and commentators have undervalued Pooh's punching power, concentrating mostly on Davis's record of knockouts. However, those who are familiar with the histories of both fighters know that Pooh has a lot of power and can land powerful blows. We have, Gervonta Davis, who is facing Lamont Roach Jr. Lamont Roach is being called a cherry pick, and so on, but he only has one loss on his record, which is 25 to 110 KOs. Of course, you look at Tank's record and say, Tank is 30-0, 28 knockouts, and you're looking at it like, hey, just cherry pick and he fights. But this guy, Lamont Roach Jr., is not someone to ignore. This guy can punch this guy can box, this guy can do it all. And on top of that, these guys have a history together. They have actually fought each other numerous times in amateur competitions, and so on. However, what really stands out to me about this fight is that, although they are from the same neighborhood, they are actually quite far apart, even though they have some ties. However, from what I've heard, and I'm not claiming it's true, the upcoming fight between Roach and Davis is more than just a battle between two talented boxers. It's a representation of the regional rivalry between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. Both fighters bring their hometown pride to the ring, which heightens the intensity of the fight. This geographic rivalry is anticipated to generate a lot of local interest and raise the stakes for both contestants. Right. Gervonta Davis sparring in preparation for his showdown with WBA Super Featherweight World Champion Lamont Roach Jr. on December 14th. Lamont Roach Jr. is from the D.C. area. Gervonta, you have that DMV, since Tank Davis is from the Baltimore region. Having said that, they competed in the amateurs and will face off in the Baltimore rivalry on December 14th in Houston, Texas. Gervonta in the amateurs, Tank Davis defeated Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach has a knockout Tank record of 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 10 victories. Davis 30 wins without losing or drawing. As you can see, 28 victories were by knockout. Tank of Gervonta Lamont Roach, a 5 feet 7 inches A2 fighter with a 68 to 69 armor Tank, is one of the Davis Sparring orthodox fighters. Davis is 5 foot 5'5" and has a 67-inch arm. How do you guys envision this bout unfolding as a professional match? Tank Jandy Davis has been following a strict training regimen in order to get ready for the battle. Davis may be seen doing rigorous pad work sessions in recent video, demonstrating his commitment and concentration. This degree of readiness shows that Davis is determined to keep his perfect record and is not underestimating Roach. Claps. Haven Brady claims that Tank always fights in the same manner, but Lamont Roach is a skilled boxer who makes it harder. He observes that Tank feeds off fear. If an opponent is afraid, it will only be a matter of time before he eliminates them. Tank smiles when he knows he has won neatly. If Roach enters with confidence, it could be a drawn-out battle. Brady, who is now working with the WBC, but wants to rise in the WBA ranks, hoping the WBA 130 championship is vacated so he can get a chance. I feel like Lamont Roach, you can box pretty good, so it's going to be a little harder. My thing is when people fight Tank is matter if they scared or not. If you go in there scared, he see the fear of you. And it's a matter of time before he take out. You can see in the frame Martin fights. And a lot of fights when he starts smiling and stuff, he got to you. So if Lamont Roach going there with the thing of he trying to win, he the best guy, then it could be a long night. But I'm definitely hopefully that fight can happen, and hopefully that a WBA 130 go vacant, and hopefully I can, you slide on in there, slide in there, you know what I mean. So I'm going start trying to work for the Wall organization right now, having sparred and fought with Davis in the past. Roach believes he holds insight into Davis's techniques that other fighters might lack. This first-hand experience provides Roach with a unique perspective, potentially allowing him to anticipate and counteract Davis's strategies effectively. Such insider knowledge could prove advantageous in their upcoming encounter. Respectful, you may have to let a few things out the bag, or what's that? Yeah, that's you're exactly right. But like you said, they're there, just there's a level of respect. Like I said, it ain't no beef or nothing like that, like he normally got issues with everybody fight, or for the most part, or like he on his antics, or he basically bullying somebody. So you know that __ ain't gonna happen over here. But it's like it's mutual. It's a mutual ground of respect for sure. Is it safe to say though you know things about him that the other fighters haven't known about him? 100% yes, sir. Why doesn't the respect between the two fighters in this fight result in any dullness during the fight? Why doesn't that respect necessarily carry over to the fight night for me? Because, well, this is what I do, and I can't let that get in the way of my goals. It's competition, and there can only be one winner, not two, so it's even G&A. When he compliments you in two ways, he says, Lamont has power and timing, and you trust that power and timing in the exchanges, punching in between the other guys punching at the same time, while the other guys punching, believing that you're G&A. Be or me, and I'll get you before you get me. Well, to that point, man, Tank. Find the mark rather than the other guy. Do we see that in this fight with Tank? For sure, critics have questioned Roach's eligibility for a match against a high-caliber opponent like Davis. Addressing these doubts, Roach demonstrated his disregard for public opinion by highlighting his belief in his skills and his entitlement to compete at this level. He keeps his attention on the fight itself rather than the doubt surrounding it. I have 3 words for the super haters and naysayers from New York SMD. How do you block out the naysayers and the people and their opinions they have of you? They don't matter to me at all, especially the ones who think I'm not a worthy opponent, and whatever the case may be, 9 times out of 10 you don't know, __ about boxing. I got here without them. I'll still be here without them. You can't do anything that I'm doing on nowhere near close to my level. So I really don't care. I really don't get to flying renowned boxer.